Dogecoin just increased 2% in 30 minutes. Impressive. Let me get my charger. We're going to get started here early. Oh, a little earlier than I initially said on here because I actually have to go home and I am going to go get a loaner car tomorrow morning, so I have to go back to my parents' house tonight. That was not expected, but that's a good thing, right? Okay, it's complicated. I won't get into it. Let's look at crypto really quickly here and let me get started. Let me do a sound check. Testing, testing, testing. Sound should be good. And we should be Gucci here. So, there's a lot going on in the markets today. So this is going to be a quick update, but there's a lot to go through, so maybe it will take a little longer than I expect. That's okay if it takes a half hour, but Solana breaking out. I want to talk about that. Let's go and first of all, look at the crypto fear and greed index. Let me see if I can do that right now. So right now, we're sitting at neutral at 52 on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. That's awesome, fantastic. Let's go over and look at Bookmap to see where all the liquidity is at on Bitcoin. And we can see right now, on the left is your weekly time frame. On the right's the daily. On the right, we have a lot of liquidity up at 118,000. I expect us to kind of go sideways throughout the course of the weekend, and then sometime early to mid next week, we can take a rally. I would say early next week, we probably take a rally up to 118,000. So I'm going to call, by Wednesday at the latest, I think we see $118,000 for Bitcoin. That's just my prediction. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm right, completely wrong. We'll see. I'm going to just... Yeah, that's what I expect to see for Bitcoin is $118,000 sometime next week on Bitcoin. So that's my update on that. That's fantastic. I guess below us, do we have any liquidity? Nothing to speak of. We have some liquidity at 117, a lot at 118, and that's really the next massive target would be about $118,000. So we'll see what happens. That's what I'd be targeting next for Bitcoin. Let's go over and look at Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce, 116,000. I don't know what the turnout will be for this live stream because, again, it's definitely not the day I usually go live. It's not the time I go live, but I want to go live because tomorrow I'm going to be busy. So, if we start on the daily time frame, you guys can rewatch it later, I guess. If we start on the daily time frame, we have a falling wedge on the daily time frame. Measure move short term is 119.3. I said the other day, last time I was live, I see us going up to $112,000 that night. That's exactly what happened. During that time, we were probably around 111, and that's exactly what happened. And then I said the next target's 115, and then basically 119.3. So that's really the next stop that we have. And I had this red line here at 115, and we hit that line. So I'm going to take that away, and I see us continuing higher. Bookmap has liquidity at 118. I see that happening again sometime. Sometime probably, again, by Wednesday. So, falling wedge on the daily looks good. Stock site is overbought, but look at the 3-day. 3-day time frame is very much ready to break out parabolically to a new all-time high. My measure move on the 3-day is 132,000. I said this in the last live stream. Anytime gold makes a new all-time high within 30 days on average, Bitcoin has always been a new all-time high within 30 days of gold making a new all-time high. So, I expect Bitcoin in the next 20 to 30 days, 20 to 25 days now, to break 124,000. Let me get the music going here. But that's my so that 3-day looks very bullish. I think in the next 30 days at most or less, we hit 124,000 for Bitcoin. So jumping down, we talked about the daily, we talked about the 3-day. If we look at the 12-hour time frame for Bitcoin, again, it's on a very nice upward trend. You're above the 200-day moving average. That's all well and dandy. So macro time frame Bitcoin, I'm going to get rid of some of this clutter here, but macro time frame looks like we're just about to continue up slowly but surely. Again, I could see sideways price action over the course of the weekend, but at the end of the day, I see us continuing higher here for Bitcoin. We'll see what happens, but that's just my update for the 12-hour. 8 hours overbought as well, kind of the same situation. I see us continuing up on the 8-hour as well, but maybe we go sideways throughout the weekend. 4 hours, 6 hour looks the same. 4 hours getting oversold. It's about to get oversold, in the next 12 hours here, and it's trying to make a higher low. 3 hour is overbought. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I see anything in the charts. This was a rounded bottom that played out beautifully, and now I see this on the smaller time frames on the 1 hour time frame that's a rounded bottom, and this is now becoming a cup and handle on the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin, suggesting that even though it's the weekend, we could continue to pump. And even though we should usually go sideways, I see the 1 hour time frame on Bitcoin getting busy. And I said I see $118,000 coming by Wednesday. It could happen sooner. We could get a weekend pump. Just know anytime that we get a weekend pump, usually you make a CME gap. and then you have to go back down. So I see $118,000 coming sooner rather than later. I think it actually could happen this weekend based on the 1 hour time frame. That's a rounded bottom. Now you're making a flag after you made a rounded bottom. 1 hour time frame is getting kind of close to getting oversold. Half hour looks beautiful. That's a nice flag on the 33 minute. 15 minute is getting extended, but I see a continuation here for Bitcoin. So I had to make a call for the next 24 hours. I think it's most likely that you head up to about $118,000, and I think it's most likely that we hit 118,000 before we take out 115.8. So that's my bullish move. I think for the next 24 hours, instead of it taking to Wednesday, I actually see it happening sooner. I think in the next 24 hours, Bitcoin's at 118, and I think you hit 118 before you come down and test 115.8. Maybe I'm wrong. 115.8 is pretty close though. But that's my prediction. I see Bitcoin continuing up here on the 30-minute time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, and that's my update. And that'd be a continuation of the 3-day time frame on the massive time on the higher time frames. So we'll see what happens. Anything is possible. Always use a stop loss. The trend is up. The trend's your friend until the end. Right now, the trend on the 1 hour time frame is to the upside. So I'm not telling you what to do, but I see Bitcoin continuing up here, up to about 118. Really, and then probably by Saturday night. Really, it could happen Friday night pump. Friday night pump is possible and likely at this point. So that is kind of my prediction. Let me look at the smaller time frames. The 5 minutes kind of getting overextended, but it doesn't mean we can't keep going up here. If you guys have requests, thank you for the follow, TTC. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section. I appreciate if you guys hit the likes as well. It does help support the channel. I'll be back live on Monday after tonight. But yeah, I see Bitcoin continuing up here. XRP continuing up here. You got back above the 4-hour 200-day moving average on XRP earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. 8-hour time frame about to do the same thing. So XRP did get the dump, like I said I think maybe it was the last video I said it. XRP did get a small dump. You didn't hit the measure move, but you did take the tumble down. And at this point now, what do I see on XRP? Well, you're above key moving averages. So if Bitcoin keeps going up, like I predict, I believe XRP will do the same thing. You're above the 8-hour 200. The next target would be the 12-hour 200, which you're above. So at this point, I'd just be looking for a continuation. I'll say this, if this, then that. If we can stay above the 8-hour 200-day moving average on XRP, which is sitting at $3 right now, if we stay above $3, I see a continuation to 321 and then 3.4. That's just kind of my update on XRP right now. Let's go over a look at Moondang. I did take a long on this. I entered this at 18 cents. It was a long. It went up, it went down. It went up, it went down. It went up, it went down. It went up, and then it went way down. I almost got stopped out. Then I was up a lot, and then it went down again, and now it's going back up. I took this trade because we're above the 1-minute 200-day smooth moving average, the thick yellow line here, and we'll see what happens. So my stop loss right now is at 17.8 cents, and we'll see what goes on with Moondang, but it is a coin that's done extremely well. If I zoom out to the daily time frame, I'll show you. It's just ridiculous. Moondang bottomed at 2 cents. Then you went parabolic all the way up to 34 cents. It just did a 17x. That was in May. Then you went from 34 cents all the way back down to 12 cents or 11 cents. Then you pumped from 11 cents all the way back up to 23 cents. Then you dumped all the way back down to 18, which that's not much of a dump. And then you went all the way back to 25, and then now you're back down at 12. So if you are a swing trader, you would love Moondang. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you that this coin is so volatile that there's money to be made here. I don't care if you're trading the 1-minute time frame, the 4-hour time frame. There's a lot of money to be lost as well if you're not on the right side. You have to make sure you understand your TA. But this looks very bullish here. Like this was this was a bull flag on Moondang coin. It was actually an ascending triangle. And at this point, Moondang has now pumped. You've completely hit the measure move. And at this point, you're just continuing higher. So what's going to happen next on Moondang? Well, look at this now in the 5-minute. 5 minutes in a bull flag. This is the same thing that we just saw down here. This is the same thing that I just showed you on the 15-minute time frame, except now it's on the 5 minutes, on the smaller time frame. So this is the bull flag. And it could repeat what it just did on the 15-minute time frame a little bit earlier. And the Moodang says we could go up to 23 cents here, and this flag is not, and maybe the pump is not over yet. So Moodang might be the coin to watch over the course of the weekend. It's the coin to watch tonight, no doubt. Moodang looks like you are going to continue higher, and that's very bullish for my position. I want to go look at Solana. Solana has been pumping parabolically. And again, I'm still long on the daily time frame for Solana. I got into Solana around $205. Then it dumped down to 195 or something, and now you're back at 240. Now you're at 240, the highs of recently. So Solana looks very bullish to continue. Like, I believe Solana is going to beat up on Bitcoin here and just continue pumping. The next resistance on Solana is not to like 260. And even that's not much. I really see Solana at this point going to $300. And now at this point, Solana's in a rising wedge. These break down parabolically, or break down most of the time. But if they break out to the upside, it breaks out parabolically. I see it breaking out parabolically. Short term, like I said, 260 is the next target. If you break 260, you're off to 300. And I'm still long on Solana. I'm up about $400 or $500 right now. I'm loving it. It's awesome. And if you want to see the trade, 59-0 Indiana State. That's insane. Let's go over and look at my account really quick and see how that's doing. Appreciate you guys hit the likes. I am trading meme coins. I'll get into that in a second. I am trading meme coins. Am I not logged in? Am I not logged in? So I'm currently at $461 on Solana right now. And for 300, I mean, I started with $300. So I will take that. I really should move my stop loss higher. Let me go see a good place to move my stop loss up to. I'm going to move my stop loss to 236. Let's do that right now. That way we can lock in $370 of profit if worst comes to worst. I'm mooting $41. That's the highest I think it's been. Let me look. The smaller time frames I'm mooting. Moodang's at the highs of the day almost. So with that being said, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, so I see Solana. If Solana rips, all meme coins are going to rip. All altcoins are going to rip. Not all meme coins, but all major altcoins will rip. Most of them, at least. And I believe altcoin season is here. Finally, we waited years and years and years and years and years and years, but I believe altcoin season is here. If you want to see what I'm trading right now, this is a degenerate coin. This is not financial advice, but I would not do this. If I put $300 into no nut on Solana, we'll see what happens. And the market cap is literally $46,000. If you want the contract address, DM me, and I'll send it over to you. But, you know, it's something I watch like a hawk. I long this because the 1 hour time frame made a higher low on the stock RSI. And if you make a lower high by the time you get overbought and don't break $56,000 market cap, I'll sell. I entered this trade at the market cap earlier today at like 44,000. So I'm up a very little bit, maybe $20 on the $300, and we'll see what happens. If you trade meme coins like this, the chance you lose is almost 100. 95% of the time you aren't going to make money, but when you do, you can make a lot. I would just be very cautious about what you trade and how you trade. When this 1 hour time frame gets overbought, that's a good time to sell. I'm not holding this for the long term. It's a meme coin. It's not worth anything. Market cap's less than 50,000 right now. So you want a degenerate coin of the day. That's your degenerate coin. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, that's just so Moodang that I'm long on right now on the 1 minute time frame just made a massive round of bottom. We'll see what happens here, but this looks bullish to me. Moodang on the 15 minute is continuing higher, about to take out, well, the highs of the day were 20 cents. But Moodang looks like you might just rip to 23 cents, I said. Wait, what's the measure move? Moodang's measure move I see is about, 23 point. I would take profits at 23 cents. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over to my trade on Moodang, and I'm going to hit a take profit on Moodang of 0.23 cents. If this happens, I will make $379 on this trade, and I only risked starting out $80 initially. Now my risk is only, I don't think there shouldn't be any risk in the trade at this point. Let me look at the 1 minute. Well, I'm getting, I still am risking like $30 on the trade, so we'll see what happens. I'm keeping my stop loss below this thick yellow line, the 1 minute 200 smooth moving average. Hopefully that all makes sense to you, but that's what I'm doing. Round to bottom here, you pumped. Rounded bottom here, you pumped. And at this point, it just looks very bullish to me. So I'm long mooting. I see it going up to possibly 23 cents, sometime tonight or tomorrow. And I'll kind of leave it at that. If you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know in the comment section below and I'll look at them. Otherwise, with that being said, guys, like I said, this was going to be a quick live stream. I'll be back live Monday at 9 p.m. Central Time, like always. If I have to change that time, I'll let you guys know in my Telegram group. But yeah. That's my quick down market analysis on the market. We went over Solana, Bitcoin, Mudang, that degenerate no nut coin. We're at $55 on the trade now. Hey man, this is fun. You know what? I made more money today trading than I did at my regular job. I didn't work super long at my regular job today, but I did make a lot more money so far trading than I made at my regular job. So that's always fun. Yeah, I think that about covers it. I see Bitcoin going up to about 118 sometime in the next 24 hours. I think I expected that to take longer, but it looks like the 15-minute on Bitcoin's about to, or the 30-minute is about to break out parabolically. And I see Bitcoin. I really thought this 118 was going to happen, but not till next week. I see it happening tonight, guys. We have liquidity on Bookmap at 118. And right here, and the chart looks like the 30-minute chart's about to explode. Rounded bottom, falling wedge, cup and handle. That's a cup and handle. Measure move is 118 exactly. It lines up with where the liquidity's at. I'd be very surprised if in the next 24 hours Bitcoin does not hit 118,000. I see us going to $118,000 before we take out the lows at 115.8. I'm not right 100% of the time, but that's my prediction. That's my prediction for the next 24 hours. Altcoins ripping, Mudang's ripping, Solana's ripping. Guys, I think it's going to be a fun weekend to trade. I would usually go softer on the weekends, but this could be a weekend. It could be pretty fun to watch. If Bitcoin goes up tonight, which I expect it to do, Solana's going to pump. If Solana pumps, you got these other coins likely to pump as well. So I see the entire market getting a massive pump tonight. We'll see what happens. That is my update. I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys stopping by. How high is Solana going? My measure move is $300. That's my measure move. Alexa, stop, please. You're very welcome, R2. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate that. I'm supposed to let you guys know, according to TikTok, you can let them know that they can get daily bonus points after completing all daily missions. I don't know what that means, but that is what I'm supposed to let you guys know. I don't know what that means. Solana just hit a new high for the day at $244. Let's go back to my... Man, it is so fun. It's so fun watching this happen. $70 on the trade now on Mudang. I opened that an hour and a half ago. Solana is up $465. And my liquidation price on Solana is $186. That does not matter because my stop loss is at what? I just put my stop loss at 436 on Solana. 236. So if we dump out of this rising wedge here, then I'll be out of the trade and I can lock in massive profits. I've been in this trade, guys, now on Solana. I've been in this trade since about the 2nd of September. I've been in this trade now 10 days. And I'm, so you could say, well, Andrew, you only made $465 in 10 days. Hey, that's $46 a day. That's better than losing money in the markets. I'll tell you what. So that's my update. I see Solana ripping tonight. I see Bitcoin ripping. I see altcoins ripping. I see a massive pump coming for the market. I'll leave it at that. Let's go back and dissect the 5-minute one more time. And if you really want to, this is also an inverted head and shoulders on the 5-minute time frame. So this is also likely to break up. So I'll leave it at that. I'll leave this drawing here. But I see Bitcoin going to 118 sometime in the next 24 hours, if not way sooner. I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great night. The trends are fair until the end. Right now, the trend is definitely to the upside. I'm going to drive home tonight, 2.5-hour car drive. That's why I went live earlier than I expected. But, yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a great night. Hopefully, we keep pumping while I'm driving. That'll be a fun drive if that happens. But either way, I'll see you guys in the next one. 1 minute's also no flag. I think it's so fun to flag these things out and just see how the TA works. It doesn't always happen, but these happen. I'm right 68% of the time when I do these, and I think it's more than that. It said the 1 minute says we're about to blast short term to 116,660. Now that will be for the 1 minute. That's like a $300 pump. If this was a 4-hour time frame, that would be equal to like a $1,000 pump. So I see Bitcoin in the next 10 minutes going up $300. That's my update. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. It looks very likely I'll be right. The trend's to your friend until the end. The trend on the 1 minute's to the upside. Solana will hit 250. I mean, it's almost already there. It might take a little bit longer to get there, but Solana's almost already there. Yeah, so that's all I got, guys. That's my update. I hope you guys have a great night. Moodang just hit 19 cents. I didn't see this earlier either. Yeah, Moodang already hit the measure move of this falling wedge here that ended up becoming a rounded bottom. So, you know, I don't know where Moodang's going next. Let me go to the 5-minute time frame on Moodang. I see this. This is starting to break out now. This flag is starting to break out to the upside. Again, my measure move is conservatively 23 cents. That's my take profit on Moodang. That's my trade. Moodang would be the altcoin to watch for the night. I believe it's going to pump. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see if I'm wrong. If it pumps, it'll pay for a few tanks of gas going back and forth, and then some. Like I said, if I win this trade on Moodang, I'll make, I think it was like $200 some. It won't show me anymore. But either way, I don't know how to leave. This is fun. Bull market's definitely not over, though. I'll make $379 if it gets up to 23 cents, which, again, I see it continuing to do. I'm up $93 on the trade now. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to make sure I don't lose money in this trade. I'm going to put my stop loss right now to what's my entry price? I'm going to put my stop loss to 18.1 cents. I'd make $1.54. That way I can't lose any money on this trade. And I see Solana possibly getting moved to 259 next in the next few days. So it could happen really fast, but Solana's a bigger coin. It takes longer to move. It could happen tonight, but I think Solana will hit 260 by the end of the weekend. So maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? And let's see how my scam coin's doing. I'm in 4 trades right now. That's insane. Am I? No. I'm in 3 trades right now. Moodang, Solana, and No Nut Coin. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great night. Now the trade's up $100, 103, 106, 107, 108, 111, 112. Now back to 107. Now 111, 114. It must be getting crazy. It's absolutely going parabolic. Absolutely. That's fun. That's awesome. 30-minute looks like it's about to blast on Moodang. I'm going to stay in this trade. I was just looking at that 30-minute. If that was overbought, I'd probably take profits, but 30 minutes about to blast. It never got completely oversold, but I see Moodang continuing up, guys. That's my update. Bitcoin needs to bounce here. We'll see if it happens. I'll stay live a little bit longer. But with that being said, that's going to conclude most of the... Thank you for the likes on YouTube as well. Only 2, but I appreciate it. We got less people watching there. Yeah. When this 1 hour time frame gets overbought on this scam coin on Solana, I'm selling. I don't want to be in this trade when I sleep because this could dump so fast. It's high risk. We'll go back to the 1-minute time frame on Moodang. At this point, I see the smaller time frames consolidating. You're away from the 21-day moving average. So I see this trade coming back down, but I still think we can stay above 18 cents before that happens. Moodang's almost at 20 cents now. Oh my gosh. What a pump. What a pump. What a breakout. I see this continuing to 23 cents in the next few hours. Thank you guys for the 1.4 thousand likes. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Mario, for the likes. I appreciate it. Moodang, just keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on. This coin has actually been awesome. I mean, like, I don't know why I should just trade this. I added Moodang to my watch list. So we'll see what happens. Moodang is going nuclear. $130 on the trade right now. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I see these things continuing. I could stay here all night if we could just keep pumping. It'd be so much fun. But I do have to get going. This was fun. It really was. I do have to get going, though. So I'm going to leave the charts here while I get ready. So I will be back. I'm gonna end the YouTube live stream, but I'll keep the TikTok one going, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll be back live Monday night. I hope you guys have a great night. Good night. Enjoy the football that is on.